And welcome back to Railroader. Yes, we're back on the DFR. So, you're wondering what happened last week, Fleet, where there was a stream but there was no Railroader. Well, if you caught last week's stream, my computer nearly had a brain fart and I lost an entire hard drive. Luckily, there was only Steam and the games on it, so there was no great loss. But I then had to reinstall Steam and rework everything. I also lost 1.8 terabytes of storage space, and I now have to work up the courage to remove that hard drive from my computer, and I will do that at some point, but not right
soon,
now.
TM.
Yeah, soon TM. But yes, so we're back. The DFR is back. Back on the railway, and also number 4 back on. Oh, Che, you missed it. Number 4 had to be taken off for routine servicing.
No, right.
First time she's not been on the passenger train for ages, if you remember. In fact, so number 8 took over. But so yeah, 460s have been in charge of the passenger train for still its entire existence. But Che, I need you to do what you do best. Mount your locomotive and keep that passenger train rolling.
We're all aboard. I think we're all. I
Yeah,
don't care
yeah.
if you're not aboard.
Yep, you're all clear right away, mate. There he goes. With the Fleet of Oceans is the eastbound, Rickenfel's the westbound. Yeah, some of these cars will need to come out of service for a bit when we actually get the more modern stock, or the actual express train stock, but for now they'll have to remain in service. Nothing that can be done about it.
Ooh, that's 10 things actually. Some of the lightweight, still lightweight, and the worth shit.
I'm just noting, none of the cars have a rate above 90. Might have to deal with that at some point. Might be worth, we have a full stock of repair parts at Dillsborough. It might actually be worth putting them in for repair work at Dillsborough tonight. If we get to tonight today, which we may not.
Yeah. Yeah, mate. I mean, how full is this train getting? Usually.
We can't really drop multiple cuts out like we used to. If you look at how full the train is, even just halfway along the network, it's...
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, I'd suggest thinking about getting some more spares.
Yeah.
Just you can switch them out, but...
Our financial situation is actually getting to the point where that is a practical thing we could do. And not break the blank. The brank.
Because also then you're going to get higher passenger equipment condition.
Yeah.
Scoring, which gets you just a better reputation.
Yep.
Everyone. Which is a bit of a shame that there isn't a speed reputation, but there we go.
Right, so, what to do next for me? So I think first thing I need to do is look at the, I think I need, so there's a small freight forming up in Bryson. I think I need to think about what I'm going to do. So I think I need to, Also, I have trees again, Chair. I have trees. My railroader has trees again.
Tree?
I'm sure you've seen some of my railroader streams. Like, watch them back. There are no trees. Right. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 8. I don't think. Oh yeah. So there's a single card to go to the interchange works. We just still filled up the loco thing there. Nope. Those are all where they should be. Oh, is there a... Oh, steady on. Fleet. Okay, so there's 2 cuts. Took him out of there, and that's not a problem. Deal with that in a minute. 10 is up at Robinson Gap, since 90 is down at the Dillsborough. There's a bunch of coal cars being run through Robinson Gap, nowhere near enough to really be worth forming up a train back. Anything going on up a Larkaway? Well, number 1's we arrive with the branch passenger train. Number 11. Yeah, anything from Alarka proper to come down? Not so far as I could see. Okay, there's mining supplies to come down and 1 copper to come down from one of the mines, and any from the other. There is a single copper to come down from the other mine. Right. I am gonna do work. I don't think there's anything to do up at Nantahala, because I suspect we've still got the problem of the too long track clearance, track laying train.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite all done. It's all done yet.
It's nearly, and then of course we've got to shove the other, the other part of it on.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to use 5 and 6 to pull it forwards, and then put number 12 on to move that little box car up the the Nantahala industrial spur to Nantahala proper.
Yeah.
All of that, and then I'll have to do a flying switch, because there's no other way to do the switching up there, because the engine will be on the end of it. Oh, hey chair, the trestles are in place on red marble.
Oh, good.
God, you really can see the gradient there. Good lord. Like, you really can see the gradient there. Bloody hell. So yeah, there's no freight work to do down Dillsborough way, I think. So I'm going to be working up Alarkaway while you're running the passenger train.
Cool.
There's some... Right, okay. Let's go. So... Map my locomotive. Oh, it's okay. It's brought me to the side of it. Never mind, not into the cab. That is okay. Right. Off we go then. Off we go. Actually, no. Actually, you know what? I will actually take coal and water, because I'm going to be doing a full run down to Dillsborough. Not Dillsborough, to Bryson, with these loaded wagons to get them down. And there's also so there's a 4-car cut to come down the Alarka branch, and that is actually worth running number 11 for. Right, into the tank, boys. Ooh, pixely water. all my graphics turned all the way up, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the water just always looks like that, no matter what.
Yeah, and I've turned my draw distance like all the way up. Okay, apparently I turned my details up and all the lettering's gone off the Loco's tenders. Oh, never mind, I looked away and it's back now. Well, that's very pretty.
Figuring itself out.
Okay, just taking on some water.
And jump, yeah, right.
There we go. I assume that's you making your stop at Ella, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much. Just do a quick check while you're there. Nothing is. What's the current set out looking like for traffic to go back to the interchange? What are we looking at for the eastbound freight this evening?
Oh, what, either?
Yeah. Anything, or is
nothing.
it going to be a blast through?
Actually, one of them's got about a ton of left of farming supplies in it. So.
Yeah, so that should be ready by when
Yeah.
when the eastbound freight starts back at about whenever that is.
Yeah. Right, that looks like we have all aboard.
And the thing is, because the passengers just spawn all the time now, we've had the passenger train running a lot more frequently. Basically, just back and forth all the time. And the reason it has to be manned and not on AI is because, well, it has to do meets with freight trains because of the way we run our network, and we don't know where those meets are going to be.
CTC.
Never. I'm a short line, and short line operations is what we will bloody have. Oops, I just realised I should have the chat on my phone. I know I was missing something. Sorry, folks, that's on me. Fleet forgot to put the chat on his phone. I am very sorry. You may now kill me. Hi, Timu. Sorry, forgot that. Whoopsie. Bad Fleet. Very, very bad Fleet. There we go. Right, okay. So, we are now taking on coal. And... there we go. Oh, I got a job chair, by the way. Finally.
Oh, good.
And it actually fits around everything I'm
No more
doing.
Hungry Fleet.
Yeah, it fits around what I'm doing. I'm working for BCA. I'm going to be driving cars around the UK. Between places.
Yeah, right.
And basically, it's completely flexible. So... great.
Yeah, that works, that works.
It does. And I get to ride lots of trains between the jobs. Which I then get paid back for doing. So, even better.
Certainly. I'm gonna try out some new driving techniques, I think, yeah.
What do you mean, a new driving technique?
Well, admittedly, these are pretty short travel valves, so it might not do much. But it very much is regulator wide, shortest cutoff possible.
Oh, with number 4? That works. That really works.
Rather than try and basically control her entirely on the reverser rather than on the throttle. Get a bit more efficiency out of her.
Not sure that'll work, but you can give it a crack.
It seems she doesn't quite hold at 35 on 10%, so...
right, see you, Timu.
Works. Actually. Not sure up to 15. So, let's see that. Yeah, she has got short travel valves. And I want to say there's slide valves or something in there. They're definitely not piston valves. I've been reading too much OS knock. Then saying that, the original A1s are short travel piston valves.
Yeah. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Why did I do that?
Not the most efficient of machines.
Okay, I am really not fond of that whistle. Why did I pick it?
Yellow, that's the yellow. That's off.
I will admit, I do like that whistle. We've got to pull out one of these boxcars and then put the other one back in, which is fine. Not a problem at all. All fleet! Steady on. Christ, I'm going to break my own rules about coupling to cars. And that's not really what I want, is it? No, it's not.
No.
There we go.
Ooh, no.
Oh,
Didn't do much break.
lovely smooth. Lovely and smooth operations. Honestly, yeah, if I just... She will just roll.
Whittier. All passengers for Whittier.
Nice. Hey, it's like working a hump yard.
Eastbound Fleet of Oceans, all stations silver, all stations silver. Right, let's check. Why have I got a red signal starting out of Whittier?
Oh, remember the section between the... Remember, East Whittier is signalled. That's why.
No, it's because there was diversion route onto the... yeah, there's that diversion route onto the Convict branch. And there's going to be another... and also diverging into East Whittier Yard. And diverging out of East Whittier Yard. And now I have a green.
There we go. Right, bring it up the...
Signal the helpful in showing route.
I think I can come... Yeah, I can come up through here. There's just enough room for me to slot in here. And I can shove that up to the other... Yeah, we'll do it that way. Or... maybe not, actually. There we go, going up. Oh, I didn't want that door open. Number 11 is the perfect branch engine. Nice little,
thing.
yeah. Like, and number 1 is ideal for the well, number 1 will actually be getting her role as a mainline passenger engine back, using the 4-car locals that we're going to run.
Alright.
Because number 4 will work a 6-car express rake, which will all be 1893 Osgoods. There'll be 2 observation cars at either end, and then 4 6-axles in the middle. And that will, and that will literally hit. That will hit Sylvia, Dillsborough. The reason it hits Sylvia is because Sylvia is the starting point. Sylvia, Dillsborough, Whittier, Bryson, Nantahala if it needs to stop for well, we'll have to see how number 11 does with her current train to determine how she'll do with the you know.
Yeah. Poor number 4's barely scraping 50 along here with this train. It's getting a little heavy for her, I think.
Are the bearings all oiled?
Yeah.
Go. Right.
I mean, I'm coaxing her higher, but very slowly. I'm going to have to shut off for this corner.
There we go. The pilot's clear of the switch. There we go. Do you know what I like? Someone's actually making a British-style mod for this railway. But what they're doing is they're American. You know, they're using American versions of British locomotives. So they're clearly British, but you know they're very much built out in a way that they're
Right.
when the workshop.
What sort of things are they doing?
It's a 9F.
Right.
A 9F, a Great Northern Atlantic,
Ooh, that would be nice.
an 060, funny enough, a US Army 060 tank engine, which is British but then returned to America. And there's also a 460 Fury, as in, the high pressure LMS 460.
It didn't work very well.
Yes.
I mean, it'd be nice to have it. It'd look like a Royal Scot, so not be too bad.
No, it looks like Fury with the massive boiler and everything and the huge firebox.
Yeah, but that sort of looks a bit Royal Scotty as well.
Yes.
And
I think that
it's a parallel boiler as well.
There's also a rake of British goods wagons, along with the GWR Toad style brake van.
Very good.
But like I say, the server won't be modded until until we've got a workshop that can handle all this.
There are two Slaymaker and Schist cars just sat here in Thomas Valley passing loop.
Oh, they're going to be put in by the eastbound train.
Right. Okay.
Because I've learned that you actually have to be 3 days after delivery to not get the ahead of time penalty. So it means I can actually work. It means I can work things differently compared to how I used to work them.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Just keep it nice and steady. Don't want to speed above 15 on this industrial section, because we will derail. And it isn't in the budget. For a second there, I thought she wasn't going to come left. I've got to put a bit of power on. There we go.
Wilmot. This is Wilmot.
There we go. Keep things moving. Nice and easy. Keep it steady. 100. Damn. Lots of people want to go to Wilmot. Is there enough space in the run? Okay, yes, the thing to do is to go through the run round first. And then we can... Yeah, because there's enough room for Loco plus 2 wagons, but there's not enough room for Loco plus... 3. I think. He says. He says knowingly. Honestly, Gov, I know what I'm on about. There we go. There we go. Oh, cool! We have structures now at the Alaka Copper Mines, by the way.
Yeah. I think that was the most recent update. Or like the second to last.
This is gonna be fairly tight. And gently. Ah, this wouldn't work in reality, but luckily buildings have no collisions, so this is going to work fine.
What on earth are you doing, Fleet?
Putting a boxcar through the loading chute for the copper, which might have just, if it had had actual collision, taken out the rear
just sort of
platform.
rip the roof off.
Yeah, the boxcar's made of metal. The platform is made of wooden planks. So
Okay, yes.
it wouldn't have ripped the roof off the boxcar, it would have ripped off the platform that the crusher was standing on.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have then taken the roof off the boxcar.
It's just sort of folded it in, folded the boxcar in half.
Yeah. Did you notice, like, I applied to be part of the Transport Fever 3 beta test, and one of the things I noticed is, like, when people asked what was the most thing you wanted, multiplayer options were included. So it might not surprise me if one of the unannounced features for Transport Fever 3 is actually multiplayer.
Yeah.
Now that will be fun.
I believe there's also Gage has got in the works multiplayer for Rolling Line as well.
Well, that'd be nice.
Hmm.
Rolling line, rolling line, rolling line, rolling line. Rolling line, rolling line. I have completely forgotten what the flip rolling line is.
Slightly lower poly New Zealand model trains.
Oh, I can't. Oh, you and I, layout building. We have to do that when if it comes out. Or,
Yes.
Well, you build the layout. I'll just sit there and play with trains.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I haven't actually built anything in a while because I kind of got preoccupied in.
Oh,
well, now
by
that
the way, how did university your finals go and stuff? Meant to ask.
I don't know. I hope they went well.
Oh, but they're done at least.
Yeah.
Yay!
They've done for like 3 weeks. Yeah. Yay. Ooh.
Nice. So you're back now from uni then, properly, yeah?
I'm still at uni.
Oh, so how long will you be there then? Now that the finals are over?
I'm leaving on Friday.
Oh wow. So you'll be back in.
Yeah. Well, I've also got 2 weeks of camp between.
Oh
the
yeah.
semester. On Friday, I'm going on camp for 2 weeks. Then
Oh yeah.
holiday. I'll be back in July.
Ah, cool. Nice.
Oh, I forgot to whistle for that crossing. Oh well.
It's nice to have you back on the railway. I mean, it's just nice to actually talk to you in general.
Right, put the brakes on a bit. Ooh, it. We're fine. We're good. These are still rated for 45.
Actually, I'll just keep an eye on that train as it comes down. But I'm just gonna check and see. Am I holding off on? Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. I'm just checking all of the Alaka deliveries and seeing if there are any that will be ready to go down soon, if I should hold them. And yeah, there are actually some wagons that will need to go down soon. So I will actually hold the freight up here, and I'll go further down the line and see if there's anything else I can do. There we go. Well, what's our current
If
rep?
I just say wind her in a bit, but you can't wind because it's a stick.
Yes. Yep. I don't think any of these locos have wind cutoffs.
No.
They have all have. And,
Yeah, so that's...
and Americans wonder why their locos are so rough and ready. They don't have bloody windable cutoffs.
Yeah. What do you think about... yeah, you're not going to get the best efficiency there, other than...
Yeah.
Or at least your best... Yeah, it would be efficiency-wise, because you're just putting too much power in for the task half the time. Because your notch afterwards isn't enough.
Yep.
But then again, Americans don't really have very adjustable-looking firehole doors, so you're kissing out how much of your hydrocarbons anyway.
Yeah.
With all that black smoke. Okay, that's yellow again. I don't.
No wonder they so readily adopted oil burning. Excuse me, I'm all sneezy.
Because it is lined into Delta Yard.
There we go. Okay, so go there, please.
Aren't setting switches.
Yes, I know. We've had a lot of new hands on the railway recently, and I've been trying to teach them how to do things, but they haven't.
Yep. Okay, I got a green again.
Right. Okay, so you're loading the pulpwood, and you are all the sawmill supplies ready to go. Right. So I'm on DFR number 2, and I'm going to continue to do the. Bloody hell! Who dumped the air? Good lord. Well, at least the reservoir was good. Come on, number 2. And we're just get the train rolling, and then we can drop down the grade at 20. There we go. Yep, we're all lined as we should be. That is good. And I think, yep, we can literally just do... We can do a pull and plug, which is absolutely fantastic. And, yep, there's also some things to go onto the interchange track. So, yep, I am going to be pottering around the yard. Yep, I'm going to be pottering around Whittier in number 2. There's a lot to do. There we go.
Where did you see about these this British stuff?
It was on the internet. It was on the interwebs, on the YouTubes.
That was on the YouTube, wasn't it?
Yeah. Showed it all off. As nice as Railroader mods are, I can't really use them on an official server like this. Not until workshop support comes in. Which is coming, apparently. It's just not on the list of priorities right this particular minute. Which, you know, you can kind of understand. Excuse me. It's all a bit... You're gonna have to excuse me, it's all a bit, Oh, scheisse. There we go. Good lord. For a second there, we were running away. We're running away. I wasn't doing anything to keep it under control. Good gravy. Steady on, fleet. You don't want a derailment on your hands. I know the meme is I get one each session, but I'd rather not have the one. If I can avoid it, you know. Bloody hell. That's some chunk of change, isn't it?
Passenger services are quite profitable.
Literally, I want you to go back the other way as soon as you get to silver.
Yep.
Literally, wire the train and go. Not only does it continue to generate revenue, but there's not much else to really do apart from me doing the freight work. Down by Whittier. There's not much else to do while we're waiting for the first set of things at Nantahala to finish. And also, with passengers now not just showing up when trains are due, rather than... And also, I don't want to write a timetable, because, well, that would require people to be on at the time to operate the trains at the timetable, which we can't guarantee. That basically means I have to keep the passenger train running to not, you know, have people piling up at stations, and then just disappearing without having the chance to make me any money. There we go, nice and easy. Down the Conley branch we come. Here we go.
That's interesting. It's not quite a gel. Somehow you managed to make it.
There we go. Nice and easy. Just drifting downgrade. As you do. There we go, and now that's relined for the main. And we're coming into East Whittier now. Ah, God, I remember when this was all the railway was. Good lord, I remember that. That takes me back. Ah. That's a minor concern. Yeah, that is a minor concern, actually. I might be able to flip the... onto the coal. I should be able to do the work I need to do, and then just put number 2 in the shed to await delivery of the coal. On the next westbound freight tomorrow morning. Yeah, this should be all that needs doing today. There shouldn't be anything else that needs shifting round before the eastbound freight. Actually, you know, I'm going past the switch anyway. I may as well drop in and grab those 3 wagons. Actually, that works quite well, funnily enough. And actually, the last thing I do is put that wood away. Actually, I'm just going to think. Our deliveries to the mill have been a little bit spotty. I'm just going to check it, actually. No, they're...
Silver,
they're, Oh no, we backfilled them with so many logs that they're actually still fine for now. But they will run out of logs soon if we don't really up the pace with the amount of logs we're actually bringing in. What we need is a dedicated crew for the Walker and Connolly branches and dedicated log trains just to feed the mill.
Hmm.
We just don't have the numbers. We need more people. Really need more people.
Okay, why is it only putting out people who drip and drag? Get them all off the train!
Don't forget to take people aboard for Alaka
Yeah.
and you know all that, because I'll meet you with the branch train at Alaka Junction as
Yeah,
usual.
there's still all passengers on. I need to go Y first. And you on?
Yep.
I have cotton water. Over half.
Oh, what is the Streamlabs saying? What are they doing? Oh. Yeah, not too much. There we go. Jolly D indeed, and sliding past the Grits track. There we go. Timber. Timber everywhere. There we go, nice and easy. Bring it upgrade. There we go. Oh yeah, coal, as usual, the FR2 is absolutely... She's just sipping her coal reserve. She's not... Oh. That wasn't quite what I wanted to do, but, well, I've paid it back now, so I can't really... There we go. Moving out. Roll her back, Jim. And then into... Yeah, into there. There we go. Nice and easy. There we go. There we go. Good lord, that has got to be the most perfect flying switch I've ever done. And that one was not. Did a good flying switch and then I did an abysmal one.
Yeah, fair enough.
God damn it, Fleet. Can't even get that right. What are you like, man, honestly? What are you like? There we go. You know what I haven't played in years that I used to play a lot before Railroader came out?
What's that?
Railroads Online.
Yeah, right. I heard that went down the toilet a bit.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't really know what to think.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's been a while since I played it.
I played it briefly, but I just found the track building so annoying that I gave up.
It did get better, but, well, again, that was then. And then I stopped playing. I don't quite know what happened since. The problem I have with it is that people, like, we used to create short lines, you know, proper, you know, like build the track on top of the landscape, you know, lots of rough and tumble, rough track work, you know. We'd have plenty of derailments, you know, in a session. You know, like you should do when you're building a narrow gauge industrial railway out of bits of blind tack and luck. And then these other people come along and build, like, main lines in miniature, and I'm like, that's not the point! You are ruining the general conceit of the whole experience. Stop! Please.
I mean, I'm generally of the opinion if you're not running at 60 miles an hour, where are you even trying? So.
Oh dear.
Double track, fully signal.
Oh, there we go. Now,
As Man and Gresley intended. As God and Gresley intended. Yeah. Or Ivert. Or Sterling. Or Stanya.
I think that will just... That'll just fit. That'll just fit.
Well, that was shut up the corner.
Just about, anyway. There we go. And dump the independent brake. Oh, that's right, I'm not tied in. I think this is the right signal. Number? Yeah, she had a 5-time changed. No, that is the right one. Never mind. I'm getting my whistles mixed up. Now this should. Now we should just about fit in this spur. Just. Now go steady, lads. Just. Steady. Oh, that's not gonna go, is it? Oh! Just one wagon too long. Ah!
All aboard, all aboard.
Can't believe it, Chair. Just one wagon too long. I can't believe it. That was a good blind switch. Ah, good stuff. Everything's going mostly well so far. Well, as well as can be expected. And then push that through. Just. But we did it. It was a bit of a weird way for me to do it, but still did it. Oh, excuse me. I think the pollen's getting to me, old chap.
No, no.
Just a bit, yeah. By the way, I have an idea to run by you.
Oh, right.
Since I'm probably going to have to change my streaming schedule a bit
Mhm.
to fit around my new work, since I don't know what time I'm going to get back some days, and I'm going to have to see how it all goes out. I was thinking of
Yes.
something I could stream that would be a little bit fun, train-related, and that people might
Mhm.
enjoy. And I thought to
Yes.
myself, well, why not train races?
Yeah, right. Yeah, well,
In MSTS, I know I can get Viridian involved as well. He likes racing trains.
yeah, right. Oh.
And we can do that. Since I know how much I enjoyed it last time. And I do.
Yes, we did.
And I do like taking, some of the older and more odd job locomotives against the steam engines. Although in
yes.
some cases they do just lose, like the embarrassing case of the Western hydraulic versus a 460. I had a head start.
Versus the king, yeah.
Yeah, and you overtook me in like 2 miles. That was embarrassing.
I did flog that king quite.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter was, you could flog that king.
Yes.
I had the throttle wide open, and that was that. That was all the power I was gonna get. Oh shit, 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 shit. One of those boxcars is not where it belongs. Shit. Shit, we gotta... One of the Stenzels is trying to go to the sawmill. Hey, come back here! No wonder I didn't see it. No wonder I didn't see it before now. It was actually buried in the middle of that consist. Which is a bit weird, but... Oh well. Not a problem. That is not a problem at all. We can easily fix that. And what I will actually want to do... That is an upgrade, isn't it? No, it's not, but that's fine. Actually, that makes pretty good sense. No, it's not going to work on any of these. It'd have to be a branching interchange, not a merging one. Merging ones... Merging... Yeah, I can't speak! I can't do it!
No speaking for you.
Apparently not. There we go. Come here. I said come here. Come here! Ah, good old classic YouTube poops. Gotta love them. Oh, I ordered something.
You ordered something?
Off eBay, yeah.
Off eBay?
Yes.
Okay.
Both of the films. The films. I shouldn't have to tell you what films they are. The films.
I can only think of one that you could be referencing.
Mm-hmm. The films. The films for which we have a role in the server. Those films. I am going to physically own them.
Hang on.
There we go, up the slope. The slonk, up the slonk. Throngus. There we go. Of course, I love this era of railroading because you have a good mix of boxcars. You've got boxcars from the wooden era, the metal era. Like, well, it is the transition period. It's the period where you have the old style of railroading still around, but the new style is starting to, you know, work its way in.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, number 2 does not like working with 500 tons of train. This is why I oppose buying a small 460 like number 2 to work the local passenger train. With 500 tons on the drawbar, she's not happy, and that's on the flat. She's not going to be able to lift a 4-coach passenger train up Red Marble unassisted, which is what the local passenger engine must be able to do. There we go. Steady. Steady, and dump the independent and throw it into full forward. There we go. Now give number 2 the beans. There we go. Are we on the grade? No, we're not. Now, that's got 500 tons, 8 miles an hour. That is enough rolling momentum that we can just let that roll. What's running speed, do you know? It's like 10 miles an hour, isn't it?
I have no idea, I must admit.
These corners take some speed off.
we go. And perfect. Fleet. No, bad. Realign your switches. You always bang on about other people for it. Don't fall victim to your own horrible MacGuffins. Oh. Well, that settles it.
What?
I've got to do this properly. I've no alternative.
I'm expecting greens as I come through with you.
Where are you exactly?
Wilmot.
I'm just about to clear the main.
No, I haven't actually stopped in Wilmot yet.
Ah, you're fine then. Advantage first, safety last. Is what we would say if we were the dumb broke, but we're not. Forwards. There we go.
All aboard.
There we go. Forwards. Go, 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 go. Sometimes it's just nice to watch the trains go by. nice and easy.
Green on the outer.
If I'm quick, I should be able to get through before Chair reaches that switch.
And there we go, mile a minute. I knew number 4 still had it in there somewhere. Shit!
It's alright, we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it!
Jesus Christ, man!
Well, talk about a bit of excitement.
You're glad there isn't wheel slip in this game, because I would have slid straight into you there.
I didn't realise how fast you were going.
That's why I said I wanted green. I had greens all through Whittier.
I didn't realise you were that far away. I didn't realise you were in Whittier. When you said in, I thought you were talking into bloody... When you said into, I thought you meant into Thomas Valley rather than into Whittier. Bloody hell.
I said a green on the outer, which is at milepost 56.
I
was
thought
doing
you
about
meant
50
the outer of Thomas Valley. Bloody hell. Fuck.
No, I was doing about 57 there.
I
clocked her up to 60
green.
around the corner.
I had a green when I entered the track section.
I had a green as well.
What the fuck? What? What? How?
She was up to about 62 coming past the engine sheds. I saw you had slammed
No,
on the brakes.
No, I heard your whistle. That's why I pulled my whistle cord sharply downwards.
Yeah, I was doing about 62 at that point.
We just about managed it though, and good luck, I got it all on stream. That's going to be a good thing to rewatch. Phew! I think you'll need to take water here, old chap.
I've got 2,000 gallons left. I'll need to take coal at Bryson.
Yeah. Woo! That was tense.
I'll just take her off. I'll just take her off the train at Bryson.
Yeah, that was tense. Exciting though.
Hmm.
Hey, it'll make for a good bit of viewing on the video when I upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, so just for future reference, I take engines flat out from Thomas Valley to Whittier.
I'll remember that. I'd forgotten that. It's been a couple of weeks since we played together. I'd forgotten that bit.
I'm disappointed if I don't hit a mile a minute on the straight through Whittier, East Whittier Yard. I've got the Atlantic up to 70. I'm sure I could get one of the Pacifics up that high with this train.
Possibly.
If you'd let me have one!
Look, I'm thinking about it, alright?
Good.
I want to see how the new I want to see how the new passenger dynamic works out with, you know, the express and the local. And then I'll see how I, you know, readjust the setup. Oh my lord. I'm still... Woo! Holy shit. Wowsy, zowsy. That was an Emperor of the North moment, that's what that was. a change. I'm not digging that out right now. Just check there's nothing going on down here that needs dealing with. Okay, there are some things for the tannery, but that tannery setting is right. Okay, in that case, then I am gonna get number 9 out and do that. Go. Go, 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 go. Do we have coal and water? We do. I'm gonna take coal and water quickly. The little saddle tank rides again! Stop! Wow, the low braking force has really decreased since, you know... Like, it actually feels like, you know, braking force as it should be.
Hmm.
And slop. Florg. And... There we go. Open the top of the tank. Bring the tank up to the tower. And put the... ah yes, drink from the water column. Guzzle, 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 guzzle. Absolutely guzzling. Right, so, time to do some work down at Sylvia Sawmill. There we go. I do understand why Dillsborough Station is not on the main. A, it's because there's lots of industries that come off the main, and B, it's because it's right next to one of the railway's main yards. So, the passenger train needs a space to hide when it's doing its station stop. It can't be sat on the main.
Yes, right. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, that makes sense.
There we go. Hey, Patch! You just missed the near crash of the century. Like you'll have to catch it on the VOD or on YouTube, but there is an incident that is proper viewing material. Like it is something that like other people will wish they were here to see, like live, but they missed it. Ugly? It's a saddle tank. It's not ugly, it's industrious. It is very much not ugly. It is industrious and resourceful and squat. Oh, whoever did this did their bloody jobs right. Beautiful. That is absolutely first class. Oh, whoever organised that absolutely did their fucking job properly. I need to find whoever organised the Sylvia sawmill and take my hat off to them. They've done a fucking fantastic job. Here we go, coming up through Silver. I'm basically doing odd jobs all over the railway today. Which isn't my usual thing. Not please, like, everything doesn't have to be compared to Hosh when it's ugly. Hosh is not a barometer for ugliness.
It sort of is, though.
Well, no, there's no such thing as a barometer for ugliness, just like there's no such barometer for beauty. Because both are in the eye of the beholder.
There is.
Not really. Right. I think... I'm just thinking about this. Yeah, do it that way. There we go. Coming into East Silver. How far past that switch I have to go? If I have to go a certain point, I'm just going to drop in and get that hopper. Although, that being said, I don't know how many cars I can fit in there. It might just be 3 plus the locomotive. How big is that spur? I think it's literally going to be 3 plus the engine. So... I wish there was a handy guide to tell you exactly how many cars you could fit in each spur or siding. We
But it depends on the length of the car.
Yeah. But, you know, how much...
Yeah, just the lengths.
Actually, now that I think about it... yeah, now that I think about it, actually... There we go, come forward. Tannery and paperboard. There we go, come forwards. Now I'm closer to it. I think I can get 3 cars through there, but not the rest of it, so we'll have to do this a different way than I was actually planning. That's fine though, that's not necessarily a problem. Although actually, now that I think about it... Hang on, let me just think. So, if I... So that entire consist is not going to fit through there. So... At that point, if I'm only going through there to go... Yeah, no, so yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you'd be overcomplicating it. Which is really not what we want to do. Okay, back it up. Okay, you lads can just drift down there for as long as you want to roll. And that is absolutely fine with me. You guys have a... No, neither of you have a gradient, which is not a problem. There we go. You guys can roll as far as you want, it really does not matter. And brakes. Throttle. Then you. Right, now the rest of us. How's that for flying switching? That's taken way less time than you might have thought.
Right, you might want to think about bringing the branch train up to the locker.
Oh, okay. I will put a hold on my switching operations down here then. And I
So
will...
I'm just about to leave Bryson.
Right, okay. Right, taking boarding passengers now for Nantahala, Almond, and Cochrane stations. Oh, and Alaka Junction as well. I've got enough. I've got enough coal and water, I think. Actually, no. I'll do a shove, then a back through, just to make sure I've got enough coal and water. Right. I think that's everybody from the station. Oh, yes, that is everybody. Ah, number one, the first loco we purchased. I've got enough coal for an out and back. I just need to make sure I've topped up on water. Water me! Yes. Water. Water. That's enough. There we go. And there we go. That takes us out of Alaka and onto the branch proper. so you can keep the train under control as we go downhill. It's a bit too much independent. I need to keep to track speed. Otherwise, I am not going to meet Chair on time. Yeah, all the coaches are oiled. That's fine. I will admit, DFR red is a lovely colour. Remember, Fleet, read the chat often. I am reading the chat often, Patch. Problem is, I can't read what's not there. And there was nothing there after the host comment until you just posted something. So, butts to you, my friend. You can't catch me out that easily. You can't catch me out as easily as that. Well, 7 made that journey in record time. I am doing coursework. Yeah, that's fine. You can listen to me ramble on while you're doing coursework. Nothing wrong with that. But I am reading chat.
Good.
I am very much reading chat. How's she handling the grade?
Oh, alright.
Alright.
Nothing spectacular.
Alright. 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 Oh, hold on. Getting a little bit ahead of yourself there, number 1. Just a little. Okay, then ease off on the brakes. I'm trying to control the train, not stop it. I know the game tells me the 25 section starts, you know, below Alaka.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second.
No, I think the whole thing's 25 all the way to the
Yeah.
Alaka proper.
Why would I get flange squeal at 25 on the 35 section otherwise? Like, that is there to tell you you are near or at the limit going around a corner. That is your warning for do not exceed this speed by more than 10 miles an hour. Otherwise you will die. I have asked on trains, BMS Black Bolt on Foxhole. What would you make of the vehicle? I think it's acceptable for what Foxhole is. It didn't need to be the world's most accurate model of a locomotive. It does the job. It's fine. There we go. Going on through. Approaching Cochrane now. The Alaka branch feels so different with, you know, actual foliage on it. Wonder if number 1's looking forward to running on the main line again.
Dunno.
The Alaka branch is not a long bit of track. Like, if I could have a rail bus, the Alaka branch is where I would put it.
Yeah.
Like, or one of those American doodle bugs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the Alaka branch is exactly where I would put it. Since passenger loads on the main line are just too much for something like that to handle, even in local service. Owing the siege camp adds faction unique trains to Foxhole. Sick of the BMS range of neutral vehicles. I think you're stuck with them, mate. I think you are sadly stuck with them. There we go. And making the station stop at Cochrane now. Do I not have any passengers for Cochrane? Apparently not. I think 1 or 2 people got on, but that was it. Right. Right away. There we go. And we're underway. Back on the downgrade. Which is nice. There we go. There we go, nice and steady. Christ, we really are. We really are neck and neck, aren't we? Good lord. We really, really are. Oh. Track speed is 25, not 19. I have a connection to keep. And here comes the express. The westbound Drakenfell. coming in a little bit speedy there, Chair, aren't you?
Not really.
Okay, I'm now boarding passengers to Alaka and Cochrane, and yours are waiting for you.
Can I go over there much?
It is nice to see two player-run trains operating together. And then I'm taking on my passengers for Alaka. Hang on, there's still some people for Almond to board.
There are still people for
Nantahala, yeah, so we've got to wait for the interchange traffic to actually, you know,
figure itself out.
yeah, it will do. It just gonna take a minute. Make sure your brakes are fully on so you're not moving. I don't think you're sliding. No, you're not. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do it. You may as well do it while we're waiting. Walk your train. Now is the ideal time to do it. Make sure everything's oiled up. Last thing we want is some awful, awful hot box. Especially on the passenger run. Oh, you're literally walking your train. Doing it properly. I just went into flycam and did it.
You know.
I think, yep, you're all set. And, oh my lord, my branch train is basically full. Have you seen?
No, I'm still running it.
Yeah, all three. One of my coaches is full, and the other two are nearly full. Double departure. That's a nice shot. Right, with you on your way to Nantahala, it's time for me to go and check Nantahala. Right. Okay! Operations can begin! Alright! What? Why won't you accept being multiple united? What the fuck? Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go. There.
Why would we do X? Oh. X. Y. Shit.
You alright over there?
X, Y. Y, Y, X. Z, alpha.
Naturally. Bloody hell! Look who showed up!
It's a bit random, innit?
Well, I wonder, can he see the Right. Okay. So I need. Jesus Christ. You don't need to, You don't need to tie down 4 bloody handbrakes. We're not on red marble.
So they're not going down it either.
Good lord, honestly. Right. So that's nearly ready. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to temporarily, just for a moment. Which one is Union Company T1? Because that will dictate what I do next. If it's a put out, what are you? Okay, you're going to the interchange. So if you're right, okay. So in that case, then that is exactly as it should be. Right. Is that clear enough room for it? It is. Okay, fantastic. Right. Stop. Thank you. There we go. Marvellous. Jolly D. And brake release. Sorry, brakes on, please. Right, okay, so while that's happening, let me get number 12. There we go. There we go. Next week, who has shown the face? Who has shown the face? Who has shown the face? What do you? Oh, Random Idiot. He is one of the. He is with myself and Garden Chair, one of the 3 founding members of the railroad, who was there right from the beginning when the game launched into early access. Because this is the railway that I've been running since that point. Right, so I think we might need to run an extra. Oh, hang on, I'm just gonna put into thingy. There we go. Big old 080.
Good evening.
Hello. Did you get the thing I put in text chat just now?
Got it now.
Yeah. I was doing some work at Silver, but then I had to run the branch train quickly to connect with Chair's passenger service. But I had to abandon some switching work at Silver. There's also
This looks pretty near done. I just gotta grab everything and throw it back in the interchange, I think.
Yeah. There's 3 more putouts to do. In that consist, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then And I've got 1 car to go to Union Lumber Company at Nantahala, and I actually have our first proper, freight car coming back from Nantahala. From the Union Lumber Company.
What do we switch? What's our switch engine at Bryson? Number 3?
Yeah, number 3. I think it's just 2 pull-outs from, what's it called? That one that's way off in the distance in the middle of bumfuck nowhere at Bryson. What's it called? The one where they build furniture or some nonsense.
Appalachian Hardwoods.
That's the one. Also, the bridges have actually been built on Red Marble, by the way, now. So all we're waiting now is for the grade to be panned out and the track to be finished. Which it nearly is. The first set of gravel cars are unloaded. And the final cut of 4 cars for the track site is being unloaded of gravel and loaded with maintenance of way machinery. After its job has been finished.
Right on.
And at that point, we will be able to officially open Red Marble.
God help us.
Look, number 12 is here. We have the banking engine in place. We should be able to handle anything it throws at us.
And we don't have the interchange over there yet. So, or no, that will finish it, won't it?
Yeah. This is the last phase of construction. After this, the railway is complete. After nearly a year and a half of construction.
Which
Number
I
three-
guess does
Number
make
three's
sense
heading
for
that away.
what 80 something miles. They're 90 miles. Aren't
Yeah.
they? Oh no, hang on. We started Marvel's 47, so 50 miles.
Well, if you think about the track work we had to build
Yeah.
and the engineering project we had to do for a short line, it makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Just
Right,
fucking.
there we go. Over the trestle into Nantahala's industrial area.
Number 3 is going to be on the main, heading toward Appalachian Harbots.
There's nothing else down there. You're all right.
Fine. Yeah, the only
Yeah, the
main
paths-
line movements going on, I think, is me, and I'm approaching Armand from the east.
Cool.
How? Yeah, I'll have to go into that side. That's fine though. We can make it work.
Where do you go?
There we go. No wonder these OAOs couldn't be used for mainline work. Good lord, look how high boilered they are. They must romp around like hell doing anything
Which
other
ones are
than
these?
switching. The USRA OAOs. The switcher I'm currently using. No wonder you couldn't bloody
Yeah,
use it
they're-
on the main line.
They're not built to run on the main.
I get that, but
Humpty Dumpties. They're
Well-
the T26, but
well, it's not like the British where not only is our track work better, but we built our OAO freight engines to work on the main line, like our 060s as well.
Well, that's most of Europe did.
The US is like, we
Yours
need
tended-
pilot
Yours
trucks.
tended to have better luck.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
pilot wheels. You need the pilots. Cannot be without the pilots. Just for those who don't know railway terminology, the pilot wheels are the independent axles in front of the driving wheels to help guide the engine into curves.
Where are the pulpwood racks?
Being loaded.
Cool.
I have also switched I've done all the switching at Whittier. This
Getting
session.
red marble will also mean we get access to Graham County pulpwood.
Operating that's gonna that's gonna keep number 12 very busy because she's gonna be the only engine capable of actually going up there and getting the.
Historically, that was the start of a branch line.
But
They ran shays up there,
we don't have geared locomotives.
and occasionally they'd come down and help train up over.
I tell you what. I really hope. I can't wait for the workshop, and I really do hope we get electrification because if there is one thing I would dearly love to see.
Oh boy,
it's-
we got a whole new. Were you aware that there was a whole cut of cars sitting in the interchange?
No. Have we got to work Have we got to work a westbound and an eastbound freight this evening?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how many? What's the cut?
A couple of them are gonna stay up here in Silva. Most of this needs to go to Whittier and Alarka.
Okay, that's not too bad. Number 7 is actually back down after being repaired at Whittier, so she's actually ready
Alright. You want me to grab number 7, have it start coming this way?
to. Have you done the switching at? Yeah. No. No. She's at Dillsborough. She needs to be turned cold and watered. And of course, number 9
Alright,
is.
yeah, I can take care of that.
And do you reckon number 9 can actually fulfill her duty and drag that set to Dillsborough Yard for classification?
Probably.
Good.
Probably.
Then do it that way then. So number 7 can
Will
be
do.
cold, because then what I can do while you're doing that is I will, once I've actually just very quickly sorted this out, once I've done the switching down here, and cold and watered number 5 and 6, ready for them to form the start of the eastbound freight for the day. Then I am going to coal and water number 7, or alternatively, basically, whoever gets to it first after doing the duties they're doing, basically. If that makes sense.
Number 7's already backing out of the turntable.
Nice. Well, you got there first. Ninja. Right, I am going to put a waypoint.
I do wish they would give us a better way to work this turntable.
Just a bit, yeah. It would be a bit nicer. Right, I'll be back in just a tick. $161 people to Alarka. That's a fair old view. Right. Okay, so I'm back. What's happened, folks? We're not had any... Oh, random, you missed it earlier. We nearly had a minor incident.
Oh, did we?
Minor being a very lax word for what nearly happened.
Do you want to tell him? I think you should probably tell him, since you had the oh shit
Well, it
moment
wasn't-
rather than me.
Well, I had more of the oh shit moment than
We
you.
both had
So-
an oh shit moment.
So, just doing your normal passenger run into Whittier, you know, you got the nice long straight, so you just crank her up to 60.
As you do, of course.
As you do.
Coming west.
Heading westbound into Whittier. And, well, I hear from Fleet, oh, I'm sure I'll get to that switch before him.
And I thought he was at Thomas Valley, which then sets the stage for what happens next. I hear a whistle, and I blow mine. It's at that point Chair goes, oh.
I see coming around the corner a little boxcar being propelled by number 2. I'm doing 62. Slam shut the regulator. No, slam the reverser all the way into back gear, full on the air brakes. It was about 3 foot between us as number 2 goes skating by. I'm still doing about 38 by the time we meet.
And bear in mind, I accelerate from 30 to 50 before I hit the switch. I just dump the throttle wide open. There wasn't a collision, but it has got to be one of the most spectacular things I've ever caught on video in terms of this whole game. So you'll be able to see it from my perspective when the VOD goes out.
2 feet from an 80-mile-an-hour closing speed collision.
80? No, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been more than that. Where we.
That we could have waved goodbye to that 8% safety record.
We could have waved goodbye to number 4, the entire passenger consist, and number 2. Yeah, there will be and the funniest thing is, one of the other reasons it happened is, you know those nice signals we bought? They gave us both greens. They gave both of us greens into that section.
Where were you coming out of, Fleet?
Whittier proper. I do not understand how I got a green.
Yeah, you should have at least got a yellow. Because I was definitely, at that point, must have been between Thomas Valley and...
I think I know why.
Signal.
I think I know why. I'd set the points to divert. So it was like, oh, the track's clear in front of you.
Ah.
Whereas instead, no, it wasn't. You were barreling through Whittier at God knows what speed. But it wasn't a collision, thank God. Nearly. It nearly was, but it wasn't.
Well, close counts and horseshoes, hand grenades, and thermonuclear weapons, and this was none of the above.
Yes. Be advised, 6 and 5 on the main, in front of Nantahala, taking coal and water. Sorry, taking water.
I've just cleared Wesser. So. I'm only doing 25.
Has been cold and watered and is waiting in Dillsborough Yard.
Nice. I presume I assume you're now shorting out the shorting. What's in that consist at Silver, by the way?
A whole bunch of junk.
No. Junk. Nothing important. Just put-outs.
Yeah. Just all miscellaneous pickups and put-downs.
Fair enough.
I got a couple cars for the tannery up here, but
yeah. Yeah, once I'm done up here, I'll come down and I'll work that consist west.
Yeah, make sure you stop at Whittier and grab the
yeah, the
not the pulpwood, the log cars.
Yeah, I will do.
Oh, we've got a boxcar of repair parts too. If you want to, I don't know if you want to route them somewhere else.
Where are they going?
Right now they're headed to Largo.
That's fine. That's where they're needed. There we go. Nice and easy. Water. Water. Yeah, 5 and 6 had a very long day on the railroad. They were worked very, very hard. to get that train here of all the construction materials and supplies.
Coming down? Oh yeah, we got plenty.
Yeah, once we've taken water and coal, we'll be able to I also do like how the coal loader is on the main to Nantahala. Sorry, to Andrews. So if engines need to take coal before the climb and water, they absolutely can.
It is understood that they will.
I presume we're instituting that practice on our railway as well. You will take coal and water before assaulting red marble. Unless you've got nearly a full tank.
Alright, number 3 is coming back from Appalachian Hardwoods into the Barson Yard.
Right. Nice. Water. 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 There we go. Okay, so now it's time to go back and get coal. There we go, rolling through. Actually, how are we doing for coal? They're all right for coal. Do I want to take coal from the limited stock here? Yeah, I will do. I will actually coal these up because they're going to do a full run back to.
Yes, ignore it. Just fucking go. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Go. Go now. I am glad that the coal wagon we're sending to Nantahala is one of the big 80 tonners, and that it's still got lots of coal in it.
I think we're gonna want to have 2 wagons up there.
Probably, yeah. In fact, it might be worth me buying one now and then literally sending it straight off to while you. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to do that. I am actually going to do that right now. There we go. So if you could you send that off to the coal company, pretty please.
Sure. Carolina Fuel. One moment. Nantahala, Carolina Fuel Company. Alrighty, there it is.
Beautiful. That is fantastic.
That was a 900-ton train, by the way.
Damn. Is that going
It's
to
down to 760 with the 2 putouts for Silva, but
that should be enough for number 7 to handle alone.
yeah, ought to be. Plus, another 2 of them are being dropped in Dillsboro.
Yeah. Number 90 is still in the shed, obviously awaiting, a westbound train to Robinson Gap in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And I guess number 10 will bring the loads back east.
Yep.
Viajes in Topeka. Oh, number 2 is about to be briefly on the main between Whittier Yard and Connolly Creek siding. Shuffling log cars around.
Fair enough.
Number 3 is heading back into the roundhouse.
Okay, and we've now taken coal. And I don't have time to get through before Chair gets here, which is fine. And again, I don't really have to anyway, because I'll be shoving those onto the end of the train before I actually leave. So yeah, that's fine. They can
What are you
stay
running?
here. 5 and 6. Well, they were going to go onto the front of their train again, but Chair's literally about to arrive into Nantahala. He's storming up the final part of the 1% grade.
Where's their train?
Literally about to enter Nantahala.
Yeah, I'm just outside the
No, where was their train? Okay, yeah, you can't get in front of that. There's no way for you to get on it without blocking him in.
No, we would have another situation, like the other one. So I checked. There we go. So Nantahala is now... It's good. Yeah, so the trackside train should be ready to go later on today. Well, this evening at some point. While I'm actually here thinking about it, let's go and check on number 10 and the state of things.
There's still a bunch of cars waiting.
Yeah, that's not enough.
I happen to be up here already.
That is not enough to use the Dunbrokes engine that they loaned to us, of which the tender is Dunbroke. Haha, funny.
As seems appropriate, honestly.
Yeah. I don't want to move it unless there's more than 10 cars.
If I had a...
But I'll tell you one thing.
If I had an option to change the decal so it was spray painted, I would.
Yeah. Do you reckon someone will ever make a mod to add electrification into the game? I'd only want it for, like, short sections. Like, but... I want my freight motors. I want to have, like, box cabs.
I don't know that it'll ever work properly. But adding electric engines and,
I mean, knowing the devs...
wires.
Yeah, knowing the devs, they'll probably add it and say this is an option you can do. It's not what we, but...
I don't know that the devs themselves will. Because that's a whole lot of fooling around, like extra fuel type, charging for whatever, right? Like, but as a mod as a mod, which has a much lower expected standard of quality.
Yeah, that could work. That's a good point.
right? Because if they add it to the base game, they're gonna want to do it right, and that's gonna make it way more complicated.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Tire down. All right, number 3 is back in the roundhouse.
Beautiful. Let me have a think. I assume that's you bringing the freight into. Yep, that is number 9 coming through.
Not in any particular hurry, but it's getting there. Looking at this locomotive and then the boxcar behind it is kind of funny.
Why?
Just look at it.
I can see what you mean.
It's smaller than the boxcar.
It is. Yeah, that is a very mixed up train. That is.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to grab these 2 cars for the Locust Pen Company. And I guess this car for Wilmot? Or no, that goes on to Whittier, right? And then that'll get dropped in the Whittier yard.
I'm just lining you into the arrival track in the yard, by the way.
Huh? Oh, don't worry about it. The AI is actually running the whole thing. They'll line themselves.
It always
I've been bamping around, managing things.
Yeah,
so, as per usual.
So what have we got? So number 6. 6 and thing are up here. Chair has arrived at Nantahala. So basically, same thing again. So turn around and go. Oh, you already are. Fantastic.
Well, there's not much to do to turn around, is there, at Nantahala?
Yeah, it's just. I've got your rear light on. The push pull is working. Off you go. How do you open the cylinder cocks again?
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Now things feel like they should. Got 3 trains moving on the network. Everything is going exactly as it should be. Things are proceeding exactly as I have foreseen. There we go. Keep it rolling. There we go. And back it up. Back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it in, let me begin, as they might sometimes say. I don't know if you're loading or unloading. I suppose we shall find out, won't we? It's fine. It's fine. Well, We've had our derailment for the day.
What did you do?
Yeah, honestly, I hit one of the empty Alaka, I hit one of the empty Alaka cars for the
Backed into the gun too hard.
Yeah, I hit it at 8 miles an hour, and apparently it
The
did
Grand
not.
Trunk Western's gonna be pissed.
Sodom. They sent us too long a bloody train.
I do like the guns. They please me. Number 12 is just a mean-looking locomotive.
Yeah, it is, because it's a gigantic brick of fight me gravity. And also fight me inertia. That is
Hello,
literally
yes,
what
I'm
it
here.
is.
Hello, yes, I'm here to pick a fight with physics.
Yeah, quite literally. That is what it is. So, while Chair is messing around there... So 8 is in the shed at... Oh, actually, there is one thing I need to do. Since everyone else is doing other things. Come on, number 3, you and me. Where's my field of you sons? Get out the locomotive. Come on, go! Move! Ah! Nyom. Nyom, 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 nyom. Why does the tender have the handbrake on? Come on, number 3, out you come. Stop. Right. Turn. No spin. There we go. This is the thing about the railway
What are you
now.
fooling with?
I'm getting the empty parts car out of Bryson and getting it ready to go back to the interchange.
Ah, that was not empty when I was fooling around earlier. That's right, I've grabbed it myself.
There we go. And our good old caboose, DFR 101. And do you want to know what? I think it's only fair DFR 101 is at the head of the passenger train when it attempts the Nantahala grade for the first time. That caboose has been with us since the start. And it is only fair that... In fact, I might add it to Chair's train on his way back through.
What now? Sorry, I just blanked.
I'm going to add DFR 101 to the front of your train. Well, you can do it anyway when you come to take coal and water. You know the caboose that used to work with the passenger train?
For some reason, yes.
The reason why we have DFR red as our passenger colours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to add that to the passenger train. For just until we actually go over the top of red marble. Basically because it kind of deserves to be in the consist that does it. And the first consist that will do it will be the passenger train. Let me out. Oh, fuck! Ah, not my flying switch. The flying switch was ruined. Ah.
What'd you do?
I wanted to do a flying switch, but I couldn't get out of the cab to hop onto the wagon. So I ended up going both myself and the wagon ended up rolling past the set of points I wanted to do the flying switch on.
You're doing flying switch with one of the cars we actually own?
Yes. I've gotten very good at them.
wish that had bowling with the game.
Oh, fuck off!
Did you miss it again?
Yes. Fine. Fine, okay. You know what? I will take the fucking hint. I will take the fucking hint. Right, you know what? Fine. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Fucking come on. We're going around to the front of the fucking train. I'll take the hint. I know what I'm beat. You saw nothing, Petchington. You saw nothing. You can Lamau all you like. You saw nothing. Nothing.
Alright, number 7 is coming out of the Dillsborough yard.
Right.
Headed west.
You two need to... Oh, no, wait. The chair's still on his way back to... Let me know when you get to Almond Chair, and then I'll obviously come down with a branch train.
Okay. Will do.
Oh, for God's sake, I gotta be on the other end of this?
For what?
Fuck's sake.
For what?
No, it's fine.
If it's cars for Wilmont, don't worry about it. Put them in the siding.
It's not. No, it's not. It's cars for Dillsborough, the Locust Pen Company.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could fly switch them. We don't own the fuckers.
Nah.
We don't own that shit. Right, so I don't need to be in the cab of that locomotive.
I forgot to check bearings. Number 7, stop real quick.
Okay, so that is the... Okay, so that's that. I need to decide, though, am I going to run a very lengthy train and take on extra power at Bryson later? Or am I going to run number 10 back with a small load? For... Oh, for the love of Mike, you've got to be kidding me!
Hmm?
Another fucking car at bloody Appalachian Hardwoods is ready.
It can stay there. Fuck them.
I'm fucking looking. Wait, no, wait, number. No, wait, shit, no, not you. Not. Why is number? Shit, why is number? Fucking...
Hmm?
I am going to kill. Murder everything, everything, everyone. Fucking die. Go, go now, you colossal plate-clad porcupine. Oh. Neat. Well, that's cool. The Walker branch is ready. Well, the spare Walker branch car is ready. Mm-hmm. all is well for the most part. And everything seems to be going reasonably alright. Right. Okay. I woke him up. Smirking fleet noises intensify. Boarding now, all trains, boarding now. All points eastwards, train number 2, the Fleet of Oceans. I do not have enough passenger cars to take all these people. Fuck. I may have to do 2 runs. Right. Okay. Where are we? So... Actually, where is number... So, number 7 is on waypoint, so she'll be fine to keep going as she is. Number 3 is under waypoint, so she'll be fine. Number 9 is doing switching, I believe. Let me know when you've done those putaways at Dillsborough, because I think it might be time to knock it on the head for this evening. Lads?
Hey, but sorry.
I said, I was just saying to Randomity, let me know when you've done with the switching and hold the passenger train at Almond. It might be time to knock it on the head for this particular evening.
Yep, fair enough.
Internal screaming intensifies. That's good. All goes well, for the most part. Got a lot to do next week's shift, but that's fine. We're ready for it. We've got the locos, we've got the engine crews. All will be well, we hope. Nice. Good. Everyone is arriving at waypoints. Everybody! Rawr! Right, so, number thingy, she was stopping a thingy. 9 is there, doing her thing, which is fine. She's supposed to
give me... Yep. I've got number 9.
I'm just making sure I know what everything is. So yeah, we're gonna do... I'm gonna let you do your Dillsborough switching, and then we're gonna knock this on the head for this evening.
We want to wait till number 7 hits for the air?
Let's see, how far away is she? She's knocking along quite well.
Just coming through them. She could get there quicker if one of us jumped over and manually ran over the rest of the
I've pushed the speed up. I want to see how fast she actually goes on this section. So I want to see. Holy!
The-
Oh my God! The limit.
cap.
The limit actually is 45 on here.
Have they raised it for the AI finally?
Yes, it's 45. So yeah, I'll go say.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah. So Wilmont to the bottom of Cowie is 45 officially. Yep. So that is. So that is officially the
Hell
limit
yeah.
for that section. So yeah. So now we can run trains at that speed without having to worry about derailing.
Right, lemon almond.
Lovely. There she goes.
Yeah, you can.
There she.
You can do 50
Oh no!
round
Oh no!
about.
Sorry. Track speed is 40.
On that corner, yes. You can still do 45.
Yeah, because the AI is exceeding the speed limit. What? The AI has decided limits do not apply to it. Why are you braking now that you are outside the corner? Why? I don't understand. What are you doing, AI? You accelerated through the corner to reach 45, and then you braked after it. What?
It looks like it might want to hold at 40.
I don't understand. I really don't. That is funny. Oh, a new daily report is available. What did it say? Okay. Okay, so we need some more fuel putting around places, but that is fine. Number 7 is highballing her way to Whittier Yard. She's past Wilmont now. She's in the final section. I will be right back, and I'm going to leave the audience with this view of number 7 highballing to Whittier. She's on the approach to Whittier Yard now. And as she approaches, she brings to a close this week's edition of Railroader. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you very much for the ops crew for coming out when I absolutely needed them today. So thank you to Random Idiot and Garden Share for helping me run the railway once again. Can't really do this without you, lads. I seriously, I can't run this thing solo. I've tried. It really doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, fair enough.
It feels very, very wrong. Exceptionally wrong. Yeah, excuse me. And I think, yep, that is arrival at Dillsborough Yard. Sorry, Dillsborough. Teleportation! Pew! And on behalf of myself here at the management of the DFR, I'd like to thank you for coming to what has been an exciting day on the railroad. We've had near misses, we've had one accident, and of course we've had lots of cargo being moved. It has been an incredibly productive session, and next week's is going to be even more productive as we start the evening shift proper. Thank you very...
Give us just like 30 seconds more, Fleet.
Okay.
I've got one boxcar that needs to go onto a different track in the interchange, and then we're done.
Okay. Do it. I will come over there. Okay, everyone to the interchange will pose on like the running plate of number 9 for like the final shot of the stream. Everybody to the into the interchange. Get out! Get. I wish to get out. Let me out. Let me out. Ah!
Yeah, you see why I asked, right? It's literally right here.
Yeah. I'm on the
You're
running.
alright.
I'm on the running board.
You're alright.
You're fine. Honestly, I'm still on the
You're
running board.
alright.
It's fine. All is well. You're alright. You're alright.
I'm on the wrong side to be the shunter
What?
anyway. Oh
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Why are you switching the cars round?
Oh, this one came out of the Lucas Pen Company.
Yeah, but why are you switching it round?
Because it was one car, and I wasn't gonna leave one car in the yard this close to the interchange.
Ah, I see. But yeah, so
Yeah.
actually, yeah, no, we'll stand. Yeah, no, I can't really get a good shot. So let's come on, everyone to the rear of the engine. I'll stand on the back of the tank. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I'll stand here. Yeah, there we go. I'll stand in the coal bunker. There we go. There we go. That's better. Well, that's quite a good shot, actually. So on behalf of us all here, thank you so much for watching this episode of the DFR. And it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from them. And it's goodbye from number 9. Bye-bye now, folks.